What is going on, everybody? Brandon from Awaken Instincts, back again with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be going over my King Vegeta deck list. And just want to show off this little custom leader I made. I haven't made one of these in a while, but I found some free time to do it and updated it with this cool artwork. It's the Awaken side. I like the kanji symbols that they did in the anniversary box, and I wanted to keep that going. So, and then I got the matching field card to go with it. It's pretty neat. So, as far as the actual deck goes, our Invader package, we're just running 2 Raditz and 2 Vegeta. I found this to be just the golden ratio. I've tried 3 Raditz and 2 Vegeta. I've tried running just 3 Raditz and nothing else. You know, I've tested a lot, and I really like just the ratio of 2 and 2. It's really consistent. You know, usually turn 1, you're throwing the Vegeta down, and then attacking with your crit Vegeta next turn, minus in the leader 5k, and then it works really, really nicely, looping the Vegeta, but it's nice to have the Raditz also. I'm not actually running the Goku or Broly or any other package, so you could probably twist your ratios around, but I'm really liking the list as it stands. So we're running 4 switching gears and 4 to the next level. You gotta have switching gears at 4. I was testing this deck without promos, and it was cool. And then I was testing it when I got just 2 of the switching gears, and it wasn't enough. If you're gonna run the promo, you need to have it at 4. Otherwise, you need to go a different direction with the deck, I feel. So, I'm really liking these ratios. Switching gears, bottom deck 1, draw 2. You know, that really helps us filter and see what we need between our super combo and this. We're always going to see what we need. And then Vegeta looks at top 5 and grabs a red sand, and then swings for crit. Super good. Too bad he has unique, but... And for more of our Saiyan stuff in the deck, we're running 2 Chain Attack Borgos and 2 Chain Attack Bardock. I'm really liking this just as a small splash. I've considered running more Bardocks, more Borgos. I've tried running the 1-drop Goku into Heartfelt and kind of going that route, but the Bond 3 it's only good against certain decks. A lot of decks are just going to keep chipping away at your field and never letting you really keep the Bond 3. And I don't play a ton of free play Saiyans in this deck, so I feel like just 2 Bardock's nice. It's good to get an additional crit swing in, plus he doesn't have unique, so you can just turn 2, play 2 of these and swing with it and have another Vegeta on field. That's 3 critical swings your opponent has to deal with. And then Borgos just draws a card whenever he's played, always good. And then for more of our Saiyans, we're running 2 Broly Crown. This card was MVP last night in the tournament. Really helped me seal the games against 2 of my matchups. Being able to see what's in the hand, and there's just not a lot of ways to stop this card right now from coming down. And it's just fantastic. 2 Broly Crown, and then we're running just 1 SSB Kaioken, Concentrated Destruction in the main board. This new artwork from the collector volume looks so good. But this card was, solid. The card's always good. It's 3 energy deflect board wipe or 2 energy barrier removal. So, and then our last Saiyans for the deck are 4 Raditz Saiyan Youth. Best super combo for the deck. Gotta run 4. I've never played a deck in my entire life where I've won games with all 4 super combos on the final dump. It's crazy. Like several games. You see all your super combos in this deck. So, really like that card. Now for our Unison package, we're going with 4 of Piccolo Jr., Descendant of the King. This card's just fantastic. +1 draw card. whenever your opponent counters, KO anything 15k or less. It's really nice to have it live turn 2. I also really like Jiren in the deck, so we're running him at 2. And I found this ratio to be just really solid. Piccolo on 2, Jiren on 3 sometimes is just the best plays. It's hard to deal with Unisons really, and these two are just some of the best Unisons in the game. And they mesh really, really well with the leader and the archetype to be able to minus things, KO things, and just draw. So really liking that. It's really nice to have Piccolo Jr. live on turn 2 so you can start using some of your free play things, like King Piccolo, the new ruler. You probably know what he does. He's a 20k double strike that gets through blocker. You can play him as long as you have 3 markers on your Unison. He's basically like a free Overrealm for the deck. So it really helps put pressure on Unisons and, you know, going for that final swing, go for game. So we're running 3 of that. And then more Unison stuff. We're running 3 Yamcha, Merciless Barrage, and 2 Wolfang Fist. Just having free defense to protect the Unison is nice. Most people will go after your Unison right away as soon as you play it, especially Piccolo Jr. People just really don't like that card, and they'll attack into it. So I really like having Yamcha live turn 2 and Wolfang Fist as well. So, and then for some of the defensive stuff, we're running 3 of King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. This card is so good in the deck. I really wish you could run 4 of this card, or do more in 1 turn, but because you're limited to 1 a turn, I found 3 to be the right number. 4, I was running 4 and it just got a little bit clunky. I found myself just constantly putting it back to the bottom of the deck with switching gears or with the super combo. So I think 3 is the golden number. So we're running 3 of that. And 3 Testing the Opposition. This card is the most perfect negate for this deck. So typically, turn 1, you're playing Invader to their side. And typically when I play, by turn 2, my opponent just knows to just take themselves down to 4. They don't try and keep themselves above 4, combo out, especially when they're at 5 life, because they know that if they combo out, they're just going to get critted on their turn. You know, when they go to their next turn, I'm going to play the Invader and take them from 5 to 4. So most people just go down to 4 automatically. So it's really easy to awaken turn 2 in this deck. And Testing the Opposition really helps you out because you awaken and you go down to 5. And that's great, but then your super combo still isn't live. So, you know, awaken, take yourself down to 5, Testing the Op, take a life, play a blocker, get yourself down to 4, and then you're set up golden. So I really like this negate in the deck. It's our defense package. Next we'll go over our, I call this my going for game package. We've got 2 Frieza Death Ball and 2 Hidden Power Supreme Kai. Oh, sorry for the glare. These cards are just so good at closing games out. Frieza's Death Ball is probably my favorite card in the deck right now, especially with this new art. This card just looks stunning. So this card can give 15k to a leader or battle card. Unfortunately, I can't give it to a Unison. I wish you could. I've made some misplays my day trying to slap this on a Unison, going for game. But between, you know, if you're swinging with leader, your opponent's at 2, you slap a Death Ball and a Kai on it, you're looking at 35k alone right there before you even start comboing that they're going to have to deal with. So it's really, really nice. I love this package in the deck. I found 2 of each to be just perfect. So, and then the last couple cards in the deck, we've got our Overrealm. We're running 2 Bardock Fighting Against Fate. It's just kind of a staple Overrealm right now, and thanks to these event packs, more people are having access to them, so it's nice to see more people being able to play with it. And then our last card in the deck, Supreme Kai. The secret rare is busted. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets hit on the ban list. The card's just too good. Too good. Then we'll go over the sideboard. My sideboard is very meta dependent on my locals. We see the same people playing the same decks, and everybody kind of gets into... It's always the same people in Top Cut most of the time, so I prepare heavily for those matchups. If I was taking this deck to a regional, I'd probably change a few of the cards in here to other options, but regardless, the sideboard is very, very solid. We're running 3 Violent Rays in the side. Card's just too good not to run. Thankfully, we just saw today that it's being reprinted in the next tournament pack, so we know that that card's safe on the ban list. So, and I'm excited to see if they're going to do a winner stamp version. I guess we'll have to see how well this video ages, but we might be getting a winner stamp Violent Rays in the next tournament pack kit. So 3 Rays, really good against Dark Broly, and we have a Sinchenron player at our locals that constantly tops and wins, and got to be prepared for him as well. Also 2 Max Power Kamehameha. This is specifically for Sinchenron in my case, but it's great against a lot of other decks that just play tall things. Red can deal with 10 to 20k battle cards very easily, but when you get up to 30k, it's really hard to deal with some cards. So Max Power is just really clutch in those matchups. Another Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in the sideboard. Really good against some matchups. I side this in specifically against our Agents player at our locals. Agents is actually a really tough matchup for this deck because all our 3 drops that accrue us value will just get counterplayed by Android 13. And instead of, gaining value, we're losing our card we're going to play, and we're discarding a card on top of it. So it's really unfortunate. But this guy's a 3-drop with Deflect. Agents loves to spam battle cards, and this card can deal with their field well. So, got another one in the sideboard. Another card specifically for Agents, but is still pretty good against other matchups, is Corrin Tower's Secret Medicine. This is an activate battle that you give a card 5k for the turn. So, it's kind of nice. It's not color specific or anything like that, so going for game on your fighting against Fate dual attack, you can 1 energy to make him a 30k for the turn. But ultimately this card is best for defense. You want to use this on defense, 1 energy, basically a Senzu Bean for your leader, and then choose one of your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier and give it minus 5k. So really good really good in the Agents matchup. We don't have a lot of hand control at our locals, but I still like to have this in the side deck for the grindier games. It's just a great card as the game goes on, accrues a lot of value, and we have to pitch a card for Imposing Presence when we're at 3 or less. So when games get really grindy, this is like the best card to pitch with Imposing Presence, so that way if we survive on the next turn, we can draw some more cards and get ready for the clapback. So this is another card that was reprinted in the Collector's Series and looks just absolutely sick. Another card we can pitch for Imposing Presence. This card is just really great against a lot of decks right now. I side these in specifically against blue. We have a Soul Striker player at our locals that does really well with the deck, and basically just any deck that wants to play battle cards on our turn. Koitsukai is fantastic. Next card is Raditz the Oppressor. This is also for blue, specifically Soul Striker. It's also searchable off our leader, so I really like this card in the deck. And Broly Crown. a third copy, again, for those blue matchups or the yellow matchups that just, you know, leave the energy up and want to play stuff on our turn. We stay prepared. So that's the deck. Really enjoying it. Probably going to stick with it until the new starter decks come out, and then I'm going to give that new Vegeta a try. I've been testing it on Untap, and it is really, really nice. Got to see what other support we get, but we got to wait a few weeks for Red to get the rest of their reveals. So awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and I will see you next time. All right, peace out.